Welcome to the week of Safuu Sacrifice. Oh, the excitement is growing, but so is the anxiety. So in this video, I just want to share with you what exactly we know about the sacrifice process, but also I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into my evolving thoughts around how and when I'm going to sacrifice. So without further ado, let's go. Come on in, my dear friend, take a seat. Today's choice of tea, really simple, really easy. Chamomile because, we just need to all calm down a little bit, I think. So yeah, join me for a cup of chamomile tea because that's why you're here. I'm not a financial advisor. We're just here to have a chat about sacrifice over a cup of chamomile. So I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Okay, so let's just really quickly cover the fundamentals that we know about the sacrifice process. So the first one, how do you actually sacrifice? So to sacrifice your Safuu or any other coins, you need to go to the DApp. Now the address is here. At the time of filming this video, the DApp has not been updated for sacrifice, and I think it probably still shows the DApp that was up for the nodes. Do not worry, it will be updated very soon. But to quote Brian when he has mentioned the DApp previously, to sacrifice will be effortless. And what you will need to do is to connect your wallet. You'll need to choose whether it's Safuu that you're sacrificing or other coins. You'll need to select the quantity from your wallet that you want to sacrifice, and then you press the sacrifice button. And it's really going to be as simple as that. I can't show you the DApp at the moment because, as I say, probably it will be updated the second I finish this videoing this, but never mind, the DApp will be available soon. And please be reassured that this is going to be a really simple process. So the next question is, when can I sacrifice? So the sacrifice window of 1 month opens at 0000 UTC time on the 20th of October. There is currently a countdown timer on the SafuuX website, but please beware because I believe that to be 12 hours adrift of where it should be. It's currently counting down to 12 hours earlier than it should. But I believe that when the DApp is finalised, that countdown timer will also be finalised. So we should see that shifting to the correct countdown. So the countdown will be correct wherever you are in the world, but if you want to be very precise and know exactly what time of day your sacrifice window will open, depending on your time zone, then it's very easy to simply Google UTC time and work it out from there. So I'm in the UK, I'm on GMT time, and I know that my particular sacrifice window will open at 1 AM GMT. But it will be different wherever you are in the world, so make sure you do your research. Next question is, how many SafuuX coins will I actually receive when I sacrifice? Okay, so there are a couple of factors that will affect this. Just before I get into those, let's just restate the sacrifice formula, which is as follows. So the number of Safuu that you are sacrificing multiplied by the price of Safuu divided by 9 multiplied by the bonus multiplier. So the two elements that are really going to affect exactly how many SafuuX you will get are the price of Safuu at the time of sacrifice and the bonus multiplier. So the price of Safuu, let's be very clear, will be the actual price of Safuu when you press the sacrifice button. So in other words, although you may sacrifice on the same day as thousands of other people, you may get a very different price for Safuu and therefore number of SafuuX coins than the next person. It is literally live in the moment when you press that sacrifice button. And the other factor, as mentioned, is the bonus multiplier. So this is more depending on the day that you sacrifice, will depend on the bonus multiplier that you receive. So we know that going early, sacrificing on the first day, you will gain more than not sacrificing early. And there is the table that you'll see here that's available on the SafuuX website. Next question, will you need BNB in your wallet for gas fees? The answer is yes. This will be a transaction like any other transaction that you do. So you will need a very small amount of BNB in your wallet. I'm going to be holding about $10 worth just because I like to cover all bases. But just make sure you do have enough to cover those transactions that you might make. So when and how will we receive our SafuuX coins following sacrifice? So although we sacrifice at any point between the 20th of October and the 20th of November, we will not physically receive our SafuuX coins until the launch of testnet on the 20th of January. I believe that we will be able to connect our wallet and have a look at them to absolutely check how the rebases are going and how many we have. And let's remember the rebases will start with the launch of testnet on the 20th of November. But we cannot, in many, our SafuuX coins will be held and we won't be able to touch them or do anything with them until the launch of mainnet on the 20th of January. In terms of how we will receive them, my understanding is they will then be returned, or they will emerge into the wallets from which we sacrifice. And again, I'm going to say the warning that I've said for many, many weeks now. Please remember that any transaction that involves SafuuX once it is live, involving transfers, will incur a 10% cost. So please think really clearly in the next few days about your wallet strategy. I've given the example before and I'll do it again. I am gifting some SafuuX to friends and relatives. So I am setting up those wallets this side of sacrifice and sacrificing from those wallets. In fact, I think I'm going to be sacrificing from 5 or 6 different wallets. So to enable the SafuuX coins to come back into those wallets so that I don't then have to worry about transferring any SafuuX coins the other side of sacrifice and when mainnet goes live, because I do not want to incur that 10% transfer cost. So please do think about that this side of sacrifice. And the final question is, will there be enough SafuuX coins for everybody? Well, we know that there will be an initial supply of 375 million SafuuX coins. Will that be enough to go around? Well, there are some unknowns here, because not only do we have Safuu investors that will be sacrificing their Safuu for SafuuX, but we also have the potential of many unknown investors potentially sacrificing their other coins. I think the theory goes that there will absolutely be enough to go around. However, I am not taking the chance. We do not know what huge investments might come along and gobble up a huge amount of SafuuX coins. So for that reason, I will be sacrificing earlier rather than later. And that really brings me on to just saying a little bit about my personal sacrifice strategy. So I want to benefit from the highest bonus multiplier, so I will be sacrificing on the first day. There's no question about that. However, there are some unknowns here. We do have a very large and naughty whale that we know about that potentially is going to sell, dump the price. We also potentially have a lot of people that will be buying Safuu at the very last opportunity, or even throughout the day on the 20th, that will pump the price up. So I think where I'm going to end this video is by saying that I think at the moment my personal strategy will be to sacrifice a goodly amount of my bag early in the sacrifice on the first day of sacrifice. So maybe perhaps about 50% when I'm at a price that I feel is good for me. And then I might ride the day with the remaining Safuu to see if I can increase the number of SafuuX coins that I receive with the price of Safuu potentially going up. It is risky because the price might go down, but I think I'm changing from an initial, I'm just gonna sacrifice everything all at once, to perhaps playing the price throughout that day, certainly securing as much as I can with a price that I'm happy with, but then maybe I'll let some of it ride. But without question, I will be done and dusted by the end of that first sacrifice day. What's your strategy? Let me know down below. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that's been helpful and reassured you a little bit about sacrifice, the process, and some of those, I guess, FAQs. But for now, I'm going to leave you. It's going to be an exciting, thrilling, stressful week. But let's come back together for more chamomile tea. And let's see if we can just settle each other's nerves. But in the meantime, I'm going to say, as I usually say, stay Safuu and cheers.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.